To answer your question, I can't explain what got me into human trafficking work outside of the hand of God. He just opened the doors to lead us to this point.
Yeah.
And with what I was working on, one overseas as a warfighter, as a SEAL, and even doing contracts overseas. We don't work in Haiti, sub-Saharan Africa. I got buddies working in Haiti right now. I can show you a picture. He sent me one yesterday where they're down there actively, going after the gangs, right? And
That's right.
One thing that's hard for us in our first world country to understand, where we're at in America, we didn't get our freedom because George Washington, went out with the Continental Army and won over the Brits with witty rhetoric. He went out and he killed them.
Yeah.
David did not, defeat Goliath by talking him down and having a conversation with him. No, he killed him and he cut his head off. Jesus did not pay for our sins.
That's right.
With the word and with rhetoric. He did it with his body, and he was the word, and he physically died. So there is something to the physicality that we don't understand of our court systems.
Agreed.
Our system is not always going to work, and it doesn't work all over the world, right? It's diplomatic in nature. But in order to have good diplomacy, you have to have the ability to physically back it up. The pen is only as mighty as the sword's willingness to back it. I saw that in Afghanistan when we pulled out in the way that we did in 2020 timeframe. We went over and got some Christians out through the Badakhshan corridor and got them into neighboring countries. They were going to, the kids were going to be trafficked. The boys were going to be forced into Taliban military service if they weren't. The girls were going to be sex trafficked, the young women sex trafficked, and then the men and the women, the dads and the moms that were all of that being said, the Taliban took that over in less than 3 weeks, and there was no there was no democracy. That ended very quickly because there was no one there to physically protect them. And that is the problem with a first world country like us. We don't realize that we are able to do what we do because there are men who go out and do violence on our behalf and are willing to give their last breath so we can take our next. These politicians couldn't do what they do. That's part of the reason I ran for the U.S. Senate.
Yes. Absolutely.
Is because so few of them understand what it actually takes. And they understand it enough to use it politically to get elected, but they've never experienced it, right? So looking at that in human trafficking, we see kids here stateside